Greeny, when coaches get fired, players get fired. That's the bottom line in this business. I don't care what anybody else says. When Quinn and Dimitroff got fired, everybody else is expendable. And that's the bottom line, whether it's Matt Ryan or anybody else. And listen, Arthur Blank's not blind, right? He's got two kids. One's playing at Clemson and one's at Ohio State that are both Georgia quarterbacks who are coming up. He's seeing young quarterbacks light it up in the league. He's not going to go out there and commit himself to a 35-year-old quarterback who hasn't played great this season, irrespective of his coaching staff. So, you know, if you're talking about Arthur Blank and what he's saying the right things, because the bottom line is whoever comes in wants to know when they sit in that seat, whatever they feel like is best for this organization, they're going to move forward with it.
All right, fair enough. I like that. So you know what? Every now and again, we do a feature here we call Change My Mind. I'm going to give you one right now. Change My Mind, Marcus Spears. The Indianapolis Colts should trade for Matt Ryan right now. If Matt Ryan was on the Indianapolis Colts by the end of this season, they'd look like a Super Bowl team. They are missing one piece, and that one piece is the quarterback of the Falcons right now. Marcus, change my mind.
I can't, G. That's logical. If you tell me Matt Ryan is not going to turn the football over, send him to Indianapolis, and that's a better football team. Because right now, Phillip Rivers ain't got it, man. I mean, we all been watching this week in and week out, and we understand what they want to do as far as running the football with Jonathan Taylor. Matt Ryan is not done. He's on the cusp, and Atlanta absolutely needs to start thinking about getting a young guy in there so they can start grooming and take over that franchise before you waste the last of hopefully Julio Jones' healthy years and Calvin Ridley and those guys with that offensive firepower. Matt Ryan in Indianapolis is not a bad idea, G. Sometimes you throw out a football idea, and I'm like, did this guy really just hang around this game, or did he get sold and was in the front office and making decisions? That is a really good one, G. I kind of like that a lot.
If I was making decisions right now, then I would still be there doing that, making a whole lot of good ones. Graziano, work with me on this. What would have to happen for that to happen? We got the trade deadline a couple of weeks away. The Colts spent a lot of money on Phillip Rivers. Yeah. What would happen here?
I mean, the salary cap would have to go up by about $25 to $50 million.
Not a problem.
Either team to afford this. The Colts are paying Phillip Rivers $25 million this year, and the Falcons have no cap space. And if they were to trade Matt Ryan right now, about $44 million in dead cap money would accelerate onto this year's cap, so they'd have to trade half the rest of the team as well or cut them. So it probably isn't feasible now. Now, in the offseason, yeah, say they're picking number one, say they're picking number two, and they want to take a Trevor Lawrence or a quarterback of the future. Absolutely, you could take a big cap hit, trading Matt Ryan, pay a rookie quarterback for a while, and definitely move on if what you want to do is a total rebuild. I think what Arthur Blank is saying is all bets are off. We don't know who's going to be the GM, who's going to be the coach. Could be a rebuild. We're going to have to wait and see.
All right, you ruined it. You ruined it with all your fancy logic.
Sorry.
And all your facts and all your information. I'm just playing fantasy football up here, Swagoo, and I'm telling you right now, I liked Swagoo better when he was telling me I should have been a GM than Graziano telling me I don't have enough money to do this. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.